morning, students. Hope you all are fit and fine. Today our subject is English. Today we will be studying our second lesson, that is Aesop's Fable. So without further delay, let's start. Aesop's Fables. So students, you all have to read along with me. Let us all read story fast. Aesop's Fables. Fables are short stories that have a moral or message for us. Something to learn and keep in our mind as we grow up. Most of the fables have animal character who think and act just like human beings. It is believed that many of the fables were first told by a wise person called Aesop. Aesop lived hundreds of years ago in a country called Greece. His stories become so popular that people passed them from generation to generation. Many proverbs and saying that we used to today are based on these fables. Here are two well-known fables. So the first is the stag at the pool. So let's start. One day a beautiful stag came to a pool of clear water. As he bent down to drink, he saw his own reflection in the water. He was delighted with what he saw. Instead of drinking water, he kept looking at his own reflection. So the children, once a stag has come to a pool water to drink some waters, once he bent down to drink some water, he saw his own reflection. You can see here. See how the stag is looking in the water at his own reflection. So when the stag bent down to drink some water, he was delighted and he kept looking on his own reflection. How handsome I look, he said to himself. How beautiful are these curving antlers. How they add to my beauty. How graceful they look. Then he moved nearer and saw his leg reflected in the pool. He was quite disgusted. Look at my legs. Ugh, they are so ugly. All spineless with a small feet. How I wish that nature had given me legs worthy of my stately antlers. Okay, so the stag is very fond of his beautiful antlers. He liked his antler very much, but he was not fond of his legs. He thought that he has having ugly legs and antlers are so beautiful. See, these are the antlers. As he was brooding in this way, the stag heard an arrow going swift across the pool. At the same time he picked up the scent of hunters. With a quick turn he bounded away. His legs carried him swiftly into the forest. The hunters were hot on his trails, but they were unmatched for his speed. Soon the stag left the hunters far behind. So the brooding means thinking sadly for a long time. So the stag was thinking sadly for a long time. He came to know that hunters are trying to hunting. So with the quick turn he jumped away from the place and ran out of the hunter's reach. Safe and out of the hunter's reach, the stag slowed down suddenly without realizing it. He walked into the thicket. There were trees with strong branches growing close together, and alas, the same antlers of which he was so proud got caught into the thick growth. So the thicket means you can say small branches of a tree grow closely together, they form a thicket. See, these are the thickets. So the stags, without realizing, he walked into the thicket. See the picture, students. The stag was so proud of his beautiful antlers, but same antlers got him troubled. These antlers got strangled into the thicket. The stag tried to shake himself free, but the more he struggled, the more entangled his antlers got into the branches. Once again the stag could hear the hunters drawing close and grew afraid. At last, with a great difficulty, he managed to free his antlers and bounded away. So the stag was so proud of his beautiful antlers, but what happened at the end? The antlers got him to the troubles, and the stag used to hate his ugly feet. But these feet helped to run away from the hunters. I realize now that my ugly feet saved my life. I was so proud of these handsome antlers, but they would have been the cause of my death. Very often we dislike the very things that are most useful for us. So this is the moral of the story, children. Something we dislike, but they are so most useful for us. So never judge anything for appearance. So that's it. Now, second story, that is the story the dog in the manger, we will be studying in the next lecture. So that's it. Thank you.